Hey, what's going on, guys? I see Trades here, and today we will be doing a price prediction for Sofi Technologies using various technical analysis techniques. We'll be doing a full analysis on where the stock will go within the next few days and or weeks. So, guys, kicking things off on the daily chart of SoFi, as we can see here on the chart, it's been trading in a very obvious descending channel. As we can see right here, guys, in this very long range descending channel. The structure is clear as day, and more recently, price has been squeezing into a tighter range at the top of that descending channel. So SoFi has a lot of interesting things going on right now. Before we dive deeper in the daily, I'm going to take you guys to the weekly chart to get a broader perspective. Now, guys, on the weekly chart, the chart tells a clear story. SoFi had a massive run up shortly after its debut, peaking all the way up around that 28-26 level back in early 2021. And since then, we've seen that complete cycle unfold. We've seen in 2021, price got shot down from that high, went down, tried to rally back, got shot down lower around that $25 level, as we can see marked up here. Gets rejected, tries to retest that exact level, gets rejected again, even worse on a larger downtrend. And we get stuck in this range for a while here, guys. We see it kind of get in this range here for about a couple years. It's a couple year range here, guys. Not really doing too much. It's kind of hanging out in that range. Towards the end of that range, momentum was kind of building into a clean descending resistance, as you can see right here. Stock gets above that and then breaks out nicely up into this 1842 high. And since that run up, guys, we've seen the stock come down and create this handle. I'm going to show you guys in a second this cup and handle formation that we were obviously in. See here, there's a cup, there's the handle. And guys, this is a very long-term cup and handle, so it's definitely not something to overlook. It's a very important range that we're in right now, since this has been forming for over a couple of years now, guys, and we are in this handle structure. And from a weekly perspective, it wouldn't be a shock to see this get above this descending channel here and continue to break out of this handle pattern. We are pressed up right against that weekly resistance, and it would be good to see price get above that resistance and hold strong above it for the bulls. On the flip side, we could be seeing further price action in that descending range here. So overall, we are in a huge formation on the weekly. It's been forming for years in this cup and handle pattern, so it is definitely something to pay attention to. Now, guys, back on the daily time frame, first thing I want to point out is that SoFi is a very volatile stock. So you can see a pretty choppy stock overall throughout this daily time frame. And as we can see in this descending channel, when price reaches a high of 1842, it gets shut down, tries to rally back, gets shut down again, touching that resistance line, and this time getting shut down a lot harder. Yeah, guys, stock's pretty much just like stair stepping down in this descending channel up until the most recent bounce, guys. It gets shut down, bounces off this support here, and we consolidate into this, holding a bit stronger instead of getting shut down once again, as we saw in the past. Past patterns would be a retest, a strong shutdown, a retest, a strong shutdown. Now we're retesting and kind of consolidating pretty nicely in this range here, guys. It's definitely in an interesting spot. And zooming in here, guys, we do see price get above that descending resistance for some time. Quickly retraces back, almost touching that 1245 support zone, but holding a little bit above that quite nicely. And so the bears are definitely keeping an eye on that price to remain under that descending channel that's been in for a while, guys. So the best case scenario for the bulls here is that SoFi can press higher up around that 1390 level, get above this descending channel nicely, and consolidate above it before continuing higher. You want to see it hold strongly and reclaim this very obvious ascending support here. We see bouncing off, bouncing off, bouncing off until flushing. We want to see it get above this, get back to that exact level, hold that support on the rally up, get out of this channel strongly and cleanly. That is best case scenario for the bulls, guys, because if we reject this level right here, reject off this resistance point, I think there is a lot of room to the downside because we are in this major descending channel, guys. And as we see in the past, likes to play around in this range. So if we bounce off tight, if we stay tight up here and we reject off this level, definitely not a good sign for the bulls here, guys. So it's a pivotal point, in my opinion, to get above this, remain strong. And zooming in closer, guys, you can see that on the day, the last three candles are holding up quite nicely at that 1280 support zone level. And if we can continue to hold, guys, and rally higher, I think we definitely will take a shot at that 350, 390 level, trying to get above that ascending support. I definitely do think we're going to take a shot at that, guys, because I feel like we are in a point where we've consolidated, remained somewhat strong at the top of this range, and I think a retest only makes sense at this point. But on the bear side, you definitely could see a hard reject on that level and a continued move downwards, but it's tough to say right now, guys. Definitely tough to say. It's in a pretty awkward spot. Now, taking you guys to the hourly chart, the main thing that sticks out to me is this descending resistance that we have going on here. If we can break this descending resistance, get to around that 1330 level, hold strongly, We'll be breaking a pretty tight range on the hourly, guys. We'll be breaking a multiple lower high trend. So you can see many touch points on this descending resistance here and holding strong above that 1330 to 1350 level. We definitely have a shot at 1390, as we saw would be a pivotal point on the daily chart, and then a further move up. As long as we can get above that major descending resistance and I think get in the zone of this support here, we are in a good place. I think 1390 is a pivotal level for a short-term perspective, and getting above that, maybe consolidating in this 1480, 1390 zone. See in the past that 1480 to 1390 zone, definitely a pivotal point for the stock. You can see kind of play around over here before breaking down. You also see we played around for a second here, breaking down. So if we get above that and hold strongly, I definitely think that's a good bullish sign for us, guys. In the future, for the bulls get above that entire range and hold that 1845 as support and work above it, definitely something we want to see in the big picture. Definitely something I think SoFi can do. We're just in a very awkward spot here, guys. So I'm pretty neutral, can't lie, pretty short-term neutral on this. I think we are favored to retest these levels and try to get above this descending channel. Definitely another attempt at that, I think, especially how these last few daily candles have been looking. Consolidating quite nicely, holding their ground. Not a whole lot of selling pressure, so I think a retest is very probable. What I do want to say, though, guys, is be cautious while we continue to trade in this channel. I would like to see it get above this, hold it quite nicely, consolidate in this 1390 to 1480 range before really making a call on if I'm very bullish on the stock or not. I think we are in a pretty awkward position here, guys. So on the weekly chart, we're looking at a major cup and handle pattern. It's been formed for over 2 years on a bullish setup that could trigger a long-term breakout if we push past those key resistance points. On the daily, we see price currently pressed up on that descending channel and consolidating. The best case for bulls here is to get above that 1390 level, reclaim that ascending support, and continue our way higher. And on the hourly, we see that price tightening up on that descending support level, and a move above to that 1330 zone will definitely further validate that bullish movement to come. That's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed and found value in this video, consider liking and subscribing, as we will continue to cover SoFi as well as other major tickers on the channel. Trade smart, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.